And welcome back, picking where we left off last time in Factorio. Where we're going to set some stuff up here. So I grabbed a bunch of miners. That's what we're going to get started on first. And to be fair, it might be almost everything we get started on. We'll need a little bit of gears and stuff that we can swap over to using foundries for. Okay, so we're going to do this mine first. First, we'll start off with a cleanup. Have the bot horde descend and clean it up for us. Which is apparently starting with them mostly trying to take the coal off the system. Yeah. There we go. So needless to say, this patch is, because of depletion, is not particularly big. So my thought process is we're just going to turn this into one lane and call it good. Like so. So the bots will come, deliver all the bits, and then that should work. That took 10 of our miners, which isn't the most. Well, it was about half a launch, right, to set that up. And that'll basically double the depth of that mine. We'll do the same on our old iron mine over here. Yep, that's running. And to be fair, as far as that belt's concerned, that is basically just doubled the depth of that mine, so we got 1 million there instead of 500,000. And we'll do it all better, so no complaints there. It'll be about the same here, though. There's not much. About 2,000 there, so it'll be about say 2,000. 1 point. Well, 180,000. It's gonna be about 360,000 after the drain resource drain of 50%. Waiting for the bots to finish. Almost there. There we go. And again, at this point the thing's been depleted enough that it's only really warrant like one mine, or one belt wide of a mine. Sort of humor what we had here. I don't think it's going to meet the speed, but we're gonna dump the express belt in here. We got express belts, so won't be a problem. And then the copper mine over here is going to be next. We need more copper throughput in the old base. This, after the upgrade, might be warranted doing like a double belt out instead of merging 4 lanes into one. In which case we could then try to replace that down there, but for the moment we're not having the throughput requirements. We're not taxing the old base enough that that's a problem. But to be fair, that's because we haven't put the quality modules, empty the quality modules in a while, so we should probably do that. We've also got enough that it probably isn't worth running quality modules anymore for the moment, at least until we get better quality choices and swap over to something else that will be more productive in the short term. Productivity? Productivity would make everything slower, but I think that would be tolerable. We're gonna go speed. Now we'll do productivity. Obviously, need to get the last batch out. So I might have to come down there to manually do the last batch removal. And then another thing I could do if we wanted to increase throughput is... Oh no, apparently it's still the purple that is the limitation here. So whatever we could do to accelerate through the purple would be useful. So apparently it's just... we're not making enough petroleum gases. What's happening? Interestingly enough, of all things. Which appears to just be raw cracking. Just turn the cracking up. That would be fairly doable, I think. Yeah, we just have to come down and grab... well, build some oil refineries. Don't think that's going to be big enough to hold a furnace, old copper, well, a copper furnace stack. The new variety? Oh, no, it'll fit. Just about fit in that hole. So let's go ahead and do that. Tell the net to do that. Almost cleared up. I gotta clear the space because these take up a different size than the old mines. Yeah. So yeah, this is at least initially going to be enough for like three, probably 3 belts worth of stuff, but we're going to have more than that apparently. Okay, so now that those are in, we need to run power poles, which run about as easily as the old ones will run with wooden ones. So grab a bunch of wooden ones, just go swoop like that. Now I should have put you there. I'm assuming the middle row is going to be the last row to run out. Yeah. Only run it over to there, yes. There we go. So that'll get that one running again. We went ahead and upgraded it to nice electric furnaces instead of running it off coal, which will, in theory, make this coal run longer, which is good to know. Yeah, that's, in theory, more than doubled the duration that power will last. Or that copper will last. And there was about 4.7 there, so that's now about 9.4. So we won't have to worry about that running out anytime soon. Probably that stone should be next, yes. We're down to about 15 miners, so we started with 100, and we've gone ahead and done a bunch of upgrades, which is good to see. Now, I suppose I can specify, clean that up, and then I can come handle the pickup or the assembly myself after it's done being picked up. Okay. While that's going, I'm gonna go fix our quality module issue. Make sure it's properly fixed. Yeah, and once that's done, we can start distributing some productivity modules to increase throughput of various things. And by throughput, I mean mainly reducing the... Well, yeah, it'll increase throughput. So we can serve the productivity module in various things. Show the quality modules in a couple things, right? So the science packs that we're making to be qualityed instead of just speed production. Because we're not too worried about I don't think the labs care what quality of science pack they have. They don't have to be all the same quality, which is usually what the pain is. Take the qualities out, so they're not a problem. Okay. Then we can just come in and have it put the belt back in that we took out earlier. And if we're going to go distribute these as quality into the science packs, which is what I'm thinking, I will take quality, well, the uncommon ones, because we don't have any rare ones at the moment. We'll put the, well, I put quality ones back in there too, which is maybe not ideal. Grab the quality 2 ones, we'll take quality 2s with us. Quality 2 uncommons with us. And I'm going to go shove this all in the science to increase the duration the science lasts. Assuming I understand how it works. If I'm wrong, then I'm going to learn the hard way. Anyway, well, that's going to cover what's left of the patch. That's about 2 rows, so... And we can go ahead and delete those, because we're basically going to be saying it's 2 rows big. So 2 in, 2 out. Okay. That should work for those. Now not to get run over by trains, ideally. Okay, didn't get run over by trains. Good to see. So I don't think we can load these in here. There's only 2 slots in here anyway, so probably no. Take one out, check the slot types. Oh, we can load productivity in here, apparently. But yeah, so from a quality standpoint, the first one to be worth quality is presumably going to be the one we have bottlenecks on, which is going to be the purple. So we're going to run up to the purple, we're going to start shoving in the qualities to see if we can get a little bit higher yield. This will slow them down, but as a byproduct, it will make them, in theory, better. So I'm going to test to make sure that they at least work by following the first lower quality piece out than I see. Well, not lower quality, a higher quality piece out than I see. Don't see any with quality yet. Maybe isn't surprising. Oh, there we go. Because I don't think you could just toss quality in after the recipe has started to get quality products. So I think it had to finish the current recipe first. So we'll follow these guys along and see if they get pulled up into one of the labs. If they get pulled up into the labs, then I don't need to futz. And this makes this one of the better steps to put quality modules on. So there's the other way to test it. I could pick one of them up. So, uncommon apparently have 200% versus 100% of regular production science. So can I just shove the quality ones in? Yeah, so the quality ones just go in and they just last us twice as long. I don't think you can mix in the slot in the lab. I don't think you can mix both qualities. That's how they work. But you can mix normal these and quality of those, and that's fine. Okay, so in theory that'll mean we'll get more more product, right? Because there's a 2.6% more quality per, and we shoved 4 into each of them. So they'll run a little bit slower, but we were input limited. So input limited means that we're actually getting more output here, because each input now has a 2.6% chance. Actually, no. Each input has a 10.4% chance to be a higher quality. And if it's 1 step higher, then it's 100% more. If it's 2 steps higher, which is a 10% of that 10%, right? Then it's 300. It's 300 or 400%. Don't think we, because that would be like a 1% pull. So I don't think we've pulled any of those yet, so I can't check. Would be pretty uncommon RNG here. Yeah, as far as I can see, I can't see any rares yet. But they are eligible to be popped up. And then the other thing I could do is I could run through and do these to the rest of them to save on some throughput. Though I am going to run out of uncommons if I do that, I think. So I'll have to swap over to using the normal ones, which is fine. Is completely fine. In fact, actually, expecting to have this similar problem on these ones up here, I'm going to use these on this set first. Until we run out. There we go. And then we can use the botnet to fill the rest of the way. With the piles upon piles of them we have. So all those can be quality. There's the military science. Military science can be quality. The blue science can be quality. Green science can be quality. What hasn't been already shoved in as efficiency can be quality. I suppose we can do for the same for over here. Oh, these are the old blue assembling machines, so these won't upgrade anyway. Okay. So yeah, that's a bunch of tasks for the bots to do. Probably still not enough throughput on the purple to actually fill out the labs. This isn't actually enough labs to run the first 4 sciences, but because we've got a bottleneck issue on the 5th science. We don't have that level of demand right now. I say that, and oh, actually, no. Or we still have the problem with the petrol. So if I want more throughput, we need to expand petrol. So it shouldn't be too hard to do. Probably just go over there. In fact, I don't need to run over there to do that. I can just zoom over here with the controls and do it from a distance. Okay, we're gonna want to underground. Oh, that's a mess. Because we got the zig here. It's not unfixable. It's definitely fixable. In fact, I can just do this with, probably best to actually do this with regular pipe. Okay. Okay, so once that's put in, we'll have one more foundry. We're going to want more than one more foundry, but one foundry is a starting point. We've already doubled from 5 to 10. Let's go up to 20. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. looks like that should work. Just as long as we don't need any pumps in here to get the stuff to pump into the network. And then assuming we have efficiency modules, let's fill these up with efficiency modules. Save a little bit of power. The inverse would be run speed. So I could have less of them, but I've got the space. We don't need to be space efficient. We want to be energy efficient with these. We've got the space, we got the inputs, we got the building materials. So let's be space inefficient, but energy efficient in running the product. Yeah, and we'll see how well the system handles the higher throughput of products. Worst case scenario, we're going to have to extend these lines to get more racking potential. In fact, that's almost certainly what we're going to have to do. We're eventually going to have to extend those lines. In fact, I'm so certain we're going to have to extend those lines. It's probably time to already start doing so. Four, 8, 10. So we probably want about 5 at least. We'll probably do just the 4. So we'll do just the 4. Okay, so it's now continually running because we haven't expanded the capacity for the heavy oil cracking. And every once in a while it's flicking the light oil one on off. So it may have been preemptive, but preemptive is probably a better way to do it than not adequately preemptive enough. Especially seeing as our bottleneck was petroleum gas. So it looks like it's going better. We're still not running at speed. So whether that's a cracking potential problem or not enough of the throughput yet, not sure. Anyways, we've got both running, so we're requiring cracking potential. And we haven't expanded the light cracking yet. So, throughput-wise on the petroleum, Oh, I can't see from the Ghost Coaster menu. I've got to come into... So our advanced oil processing is making 25 heavy. We've got 20 of those things up now, so we're basically getting 4 of these recipes done a second. So 100 heavy is being made. This eats 20 each second. So that means we need 5. Yeah, so... Doing that math right? Yeah, that would imply that we need 5. So... that should be adequate. It's actually excessive, but... because I think before we were running... Well, before I think we were running exactly 5, so... maybe I had the math screwed up wrong earlier. Let's these run faster than I think they do. Nope. Maybe they do run faster than I think they do. So they got a crafting speed of 1. Did I screw up the math there? So 25, 5-second crafting speed. We've got 20 of them, so we're making 4 of these recipes. So it's 100 per second. This takes 2 seconds to consume 40, so it's 20 each. Yeah, so the 100 should be fine. Should only be 5 in the chemical plant, unless the chemical plant's on 1 speed as well. No, it's 1 speed as well. Okay, so this should be fine. I don't know exactly why it isn't, but it's probably one of those where it's like constantly turning on and off. It's like 50% uptime or something like. This one on the other hand, right? So then we're gonna get into a scenario where we're making 45 light times 4, so almost 200. So it's 180 plus the product, which is this is 3/4 of 100. So we're talking 255 light oil. So it's 15 a second. So 10. Yeah, if we had like 20 of them, that would be more than enough. So we might not have enough of the light cracking right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, let's actually do another 4. We maybe don't need it, but it's better to overdevelop a little bit. Yeah, heavy's backing up. Feeling more and more like I must have done a math error on the heavy if the heavy is backing up. And if I did a math error on the heavy, then that would explain why the light is full. We're gonna just do another set of 4. Oh, we've run out of power. This is, I suppose, that's one predictable outcome for the level stacking we've got going. Oh, and this isn't the first brownout we've had. Okay. And it is a brownout. There's things running because we have some nuclear power going. Okay, so we need to build more solar power, which shouldn't be too hard to do. Granted, it's going to be a little bit of a chicken and egg problem because the solution to the problem makes the problem temporarily worse. Which is, as I'm building these solar panels, the bots that are doing that delivery are going to require power. Yeah, solid line on the steam is not super good, especially because we're not filling the capacitors. Oh! Oh dear. Yeah, we're basically not filling the capacitors at the moment, which is a problem. Means we're not going to recharge by the time it's nighttime. Well, that is a problem. Yeah, so we're going to have a chicken and egg problem why the solar panel net gets built. Because we need the solar panel net to power the construction of the solar panel net. As I do too many things, apparently. Oh, one other thing I can do to save on power is we set up a bunch of these miners. These miners have 3 efficiency module slots in them. We obviously don't want to put 3 efficiency modules in each of these, but we can put, or they have 4 efficiency module slots. But we can put 3 in them. And then copy the settings over the top to get the bots to deliver the 3. Again, this is a situation where this is going to make the problem worse in the short run and better in the long run. Because the bots flying around are going to consume power. Not that I think these are big power drain right now. Comparatively speaking. So, did you? Got this one up here. Should we do this without copy paste? I do a shift right click. And shift left click. No. Back to the copy paste method. So the other thing that's contributing to the major power demands is I put a bunch of productivity modules in things. Productivity modules cost raised power consumption. And we're getting higher science throughput, so we're up to... Well, we got up to 1300. It's going up. Apparently it's slowed down because... well, obviously because we had a brownout, right? So during the brownout it slowed down. Yeah, we're not making enough power. We're objectively not making enough power. The accumulators aren't even really charging. In fact, the accumulators are beginning to discharge because we're starting to consume more power than we produce. Because I think we're starting to go into dusk. Yeah, we're going to dusk. So there goes the last accumulator charge. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Oh, I could go manually throw out a bunch. Well, could go throw out. They're not going to make a big difference because there's only like 7 of them. Could throw out some of the quality ones. Yeah, so I guess it's probably the rise in... You'll have to slightly bigger time. Did I raise the consumption of something? Yeah. Yep, that would correlate. We raised the assembly machine power consumption, and now we don't have enough power to support it all. Plus, I showed up and started doing stuff, so the bots are doing more things. How bad of a drainer? Okay, they're almost up in the chemical plant, so the power efficiency there won't be too bad. Yeah, let's go deploy those quality solar panels. They're not going to make a big difference, but every little bit helps sometimes. And then the other thing I could do that would definitely result in a lot more power is redesign and rebuild the fissile power plant. Use our uranium. So we can grab all those. There's only 7 panels, but 7 panels is better than no panels. And I suppose I can drop them in here. So we can also show off what it does power difference wise. So normal, 60 kilowatts. Uncommon, 78 kilowatts. Rare, 96 kilowatts. Same space. Not a big difference, but a little difference. Little differences sometimes make a big difference if we sum up them enough. You know, in our case, this isn't going to make enough because we just have so much power demand and there's so few of them, but... Well, we've got satisfaction request of 400, 500 megawatts. The poor grid. The poor grid. Granted, a lot of that I think is the bots, right? We got a bunch of bots that ran out of power during the night and are waiting for a free charge. So as we're charging them, the demand is going down. And we hit peak power and we're still in brownout. Oof. Oof. It's not a great sign. It is the bots that'll start to tune down as they finally get caught up in charging, but... Yeah, we're peak power in the middle of the day and we're still in brownout territory, so the accumulators are not charging. Oh, stomping in brownout, not back in brownout. So yeah, I think it's the bots right now. Which is basically me saying that I'm making the power problem worse by trying to build so many solar panels right now. The most permanent solution to this would be an expansion to the fissile power plant, I think. I'm not sure if it would support it, and if we screwed that up, then a brownout at the fissile power plant would actually be an entire base brownout, which would be bad. Yeah, we're in serious brownout mode. I don't know how many efficiency modules we have, otherwise I'd say we could throw more efficiency modules and things to try to improve power efficiency. Where did I put the module maker? So those are my tier 2 ones. I think I had a tier 1 somewhere. Unless I tore it out. May have tore it out. Pretty sure I had a producer that was making... There it is. Okay, and we're empty on that, so there's no point in trying to tell more bots to deliver that, because that's... It's being built at the rate it's getting built, and that's the speed it's going to be built at, yeah. Adding productivity modules to things are going to help the throughput, but make the power situation worse. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to build more power, because that is serious brownout territory. Yeah, the highest we got up to, this, we have a 17, 18 gigawatt capacity, and the last 10 minutes, we have not been that high. We have not exceeded a gigawatt, a half a gigawatt. So obviously I need to move on to trying to expand the power plant, the nuclear power plant. I'm in the wrong spot. So what do I need to do that? I'm gonna need, probably if I'm gonna expand it, I want to quadruple it. Same sort of logic should work. So our logic unit here doing the thinking for us should be fine. Yeah, that logic should be fine. It's going to get a little bit complicated because I'm going to basically need to build 3 nuclear reactors. Another 24 steam turbines. I don't necessarily need to build any more steam storage. Though I need to be a little bit careful with rearranging everything, so... So, what are the power plant? The nuclear power plant's made out of? Piles of copper, piles of steel, piles of advanced circuits. Oof. Advanced circuits are going to be what's going to hurt there. Easily, this is definitely going to make the problem worse in the short run, as I'm grabbing all the bits, turning all those industries on. Okay, well that's enough for one. Let's go grab the concrete. So the temporary solution is I could just double the throughput on the nuclear reactor. Okay, so that's the reactor, and then we're going to need... only running the one reactor. I think I only need... another 8... well, one additional. I only need another 8 steam turbines. Let's check our existing reactor setup. Oh, we're gonna get a neighbor bonus. I forgot about the count for the neighbor bonus. I think the neighbor bonus is plus 100%. In which case I need 20, okay. We need 24 even if we're gonna just do that. Where's the turbines? There's the turbines. Bunch of gears. Bunch of pipe. And copper, which we've already got. Okay. So we're going to go 8 to 24, I think. Now we need, obviously, pipe and some underground to plumb that up. Oh, and probably a couple of heat pipe. Probably don't need a lot of heat pipe. Oh, and I'm going to need boilers. I forgot to count for the boilers. Got 4 boilers right now. We're going to need to up that to like 16. Copper and pipe again. Okay. Anyway, that should be enough, I think. Worst case scenario, it'll blow up in our face. Let's try not to have it blow up in our face, please. Someone's attacking my pipeline. Oh, they finally broke through and deleted a pipe and one of the flamethrower turrets. Okay. Once we're dealt with the nuclear power plant expansion, we'll go down there and do that repair, and that's what we'll go ahead and end the part, which may take another 5 to 10 minutes. So this is going to be a particularly long episode, because I've got things I want to get done before we go to Gleba, and those things are constantly getting more complicated. So luckily, these hot pipes do not roast us. Alright, so 100% stuff. There's no fuel in the other one, so it's not... Actually, somewhat surprised that the whole noise... Oh, the noise went down because we didn't have... We're not making steam anymore. We just need 50C steam. And by adding that, I dropped the temperature by half. Okay. Which full-on browned out the whole system. Cool. Cool. Okay, this will be a little risky, but I'm gonna jumpstart manually the second one to get us some more heat going. Oh, we need more heat pipe, obviously. Didn't think this far enough through in some cases. So yeah, we're gonna have to run back to base in a bit. not build enough steam turbines? I think it didn't build enough steam turbines. Nor am I putting enough space. Okay. Don't have... Okay, they do if I run them right next to, which isn't super ideal. Oh wait, I need to go get more steam turbine bits. Okay, move all those up that way. Up. Like so. Okay, so at least the boilers should, or at least the heat exchangers should all be working. So our power plant will hopefully not overheat. Oh, and a bunch of them aren't hooked up to... Yeah, we need to go get more heat exchange piping. Oh, hello Twitch chat. How's it going? It's basically what you're asking. It's going fairly well, other than this is, I think, the second time I tried to work with the fissile plants here, so I have no clue if I'm doing it even vaguely optimally. And I suspect the answer is probably no. And I have elected to try to double my nuclear power or power output so that we can actually charge the accumulators, which apparently it's doing for now. And the expansion I just did is not even done being fixed, and good news is the power plant hasn't exploded. didn't grab enough. Get the turbine spinning up to more, so we're making more power from the boilers at least. And we're losing temperature because I don't have anything in the second furnace. Definitely more in there. Yep, that's helping. Delaying the depletion of the accumulator grid. Running 225 science per minute for steel plate efficiency, which maybe isn't the best, but it's the best I've gotten to. How many do I need before I get too carried away with just making some number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need to make at least 9 of this. We'll make 10. 10 should be enough. And then the next thing is going to be I didn't make enough steam turbines, so we're going to have to make some more steam turbines. Okay, so the turbines are now running at full speed, which means we should be stockpiling steam, though we're stockpiling steam because we have a shortage of turbines. Because I believe, how many turbines do we have right now? We got 23 turbines. And I want like 32, so I need another 9 turbines. Because 8 times 4 is 32 instead of 20. So yeah, we need another 9 turbines. Steel complete. We're back to mining productivity for a couple cycles. And then once I have all this done, I need to route. Need to build more redesign of the inserters so we get the fuel into the second of the power plants. Second reactor. First reactor is fine. The second one doesn't have any insertion yet. I'm manually inserting the rods. I can imagine how that's not necessarily good for the health. Oh, the accumulators are full. Well, that's a good sign. At least for the moment. Ah, I can't go across the end of the whole thing. Yeah. No. So we'll have to go around somehow. Actually, can I connect those? You to... No. Aha. That worked. Okay, in theory, we are now capable of producing 192 megawatts purely from nuclear. At least once all this is built. Because that isn't in theory, and it should be working. I'm going to go ahead and take this as the opportunity to go fix the thing that needs repairing. If I can get over there. Is the train at Iron Start 7? No. So that means it's presumably at Iron 7. Yeah. If we can get over to Iron 7, we can just catch the train over. And I'm looking at the time, and my original goal was to keep these episodes 30 to 40 minutes long, and because I only want to record 4 episodes tonight, and for the next stream I wanted to do Glubba, this part's ending up particularly long, because we're already at an hour 16, going to hit an hour 20. You're basically getting a double episode special if you're watching on YouTube for this part. So I hope you've been enjoying if you're watching this far into it. And if you're watching on Twitch, that means you're getting a longer stream because this was the part that I was going to end with. So as soon as I'm done with this part, we're going to go and end the stream. But I'm going to repair that. I'm going to get back. I'm going to get ready for a launch over to Gleba. And then that's... Once we're basically ready for the launch to Gleba, that's where I'm going to go ahead and end the part. Actually surprised that this train is spending as much time in the station as it is. This one should be the one that's the highest in demand. So, the train is almost empty, so it's about to go either way. So we're going to set it a little bit prematurely because we want to be at its destination. And then to make it not leave immediately, I might tell it to not automate. So I might turn it to manual when we get there. Okay. So with that train won't leave until I set it back to automatic, which is good because it'll give us enough time to fix the problem over here. Just realized I didn't bring a flamer over, so we're just basically... The repair here is I'm going to walk up, I'm going to let the repair bots... Well, I'm going to repair things. I forgot to bring repair bots. Which is going to basically save everything else here except for the 3 destroyed things. We're going to build a pipe through one of the destroyed things temporarily. Just to get the flamethrower components working again, even though that will be a weak spot in the defense because of it. There we go. And then we catch the train back. Is the cargo really full? Yep, I hit go, or hit back to automatic as soon as the cargo was full. And it'll stay in the station for a while, because I doubt there's enough... Well, it wasn't going to empty when we were getting into it, so... It's not going to empty while we were unloading, so... Give that time. Expanding the solar panel net, so the nuclear power plant needs to run less, but... That's going to take its sweet time. I think everything is... Could, in theory, swap out some more mines with big mines, because we've got another 14 big mines in the inventory, but I think we've got enough out to the point where if we were to do that, we would actually run into the problems of the next mine zone. Would probably take more than 14 mines. So I think we're good for what we came here to do in our stopover. Next spot is Gleba. Gleba will give us some more solutions to some of our other problems. Which is why we want to go there. Solution to problems, which is how we're going to get calcite on Nauvis, and the answer is we need advanced asteroid processing. And to get advanced asteroid processing, we need to go to Gleba. So next time, we're going to be at Gleba. In the meantime, I need to empty the inventory. Okay, so that's a good place to save. So with this is going to be the end of the 38th stream. I hope that if you've been watching on YouTube and or Twitch that you've been enjoying. If you are actively watching on Twitch, feel free to answer and ask any questions in the chat, and I'll check the chat a little bit after I do the outro. So until next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Which if you're watching on YouTube, should be tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll record the next stream in 4 days. Well, maybe 5 days. Let's say 5 days, because I think we're going to add another game to the cycle. Which if I do that, then the next stream will be probably 5 parts long instead of 4 parts long. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm currently 8 parts ahead in the recording, so if you don't have the patience to wait for the next part on YouTube, you can probably hop onto Twitch and catch the old VOD. As that will probably still be up and will probably be recorded before this one goes live. Otherwise, yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to probably stream, I think it's going to be 5 days this time. And I'm recorded a little bit ahead, so if you're got any comments on YouTube, take a little bit of note of that I might not be reading them for a couple days after. So any in-video response will be a little bit delayed. Yeah, with that, hope you've all been enjoying. This is where I'm going to go ahead and end the part. So bye for now.